Hi guys, so today I just want to show you quickly some of the items I had picked up previously for some die press auto ships that are back on the HSN site. So whatever links I have in the description box will be affiliate links, which means I'll make a small commission if you purchase items through those links. And so on some of these, they were auto ships, so you had to pick up their initial one, and then, you know, if you're set up for the auto ship, you'd get the other ones coming in. On one of them, I believe I had signed up for the auto ship. The other ones I picked up separately, so most of these are from my stash. They might have been sent for review, like the very initial one, but again, I usually sign up for the auto ship. That means I have to order it again myself. So anyway, but yeah, if for some reason any of these were sent for review, of course, I'll have opinions of my own. But as far as I can recall, I think these are just the items I picked up. But so HSN has a lot of the auto ships in. The only thing on two of these, or what I'm going to show you today, which is the Happy Mail Hidden Messaging Kit and auto ships, right? So that was the initial one. And this one here is the Tiny Notes auto ship, which was the initial one. They don't have the initial one for this one. This one's like a pull tab set, the Happy Mail that comes, you can pick up Hello Friend. I think that one's available now, yes. And Happy Mail treat box is there. Happy Mail flower pot is there. I'm trying to remember all the different ones that are there. I grabbed them, but hopefully I grabbed the right ones. Also, I already have tutorials on most of these, so what I'll do is I'll link the videos in the description box, so if you want to see one in action that I don't use today, because today obviously I probably can do one, since they do take some time because they're interactive cards. For the Happy Mail set, I have Welcome Home pull tab dies, which is really cool because it has like a door. Excuse me. The Welcome Home one has a door and some other, you know, pretty decorations clearly. And then the ice cream cake pull tab set, which is one of these is the newer one. I can't remember which one's which, but I'll show you guys those. Again, these are already put away and these I haven't gotten to yet. And then the Tiny Notes. So what I want to mention about the Happy Mail messaging kit is if you don't have the base set, right, this first set, because that's not available, Die Press has a link. Well, on their site they have a cutting file. So if you have like a Cricut or a Brother or whatever die cutting machine you have that's like that type of the electronic die cutting machine, you can download that file and you'll have the initial set that you need to make these other guys work. Okay, so not to worry. Or even if you already picked it up, let's say you picked it up and didn't realize you don't have the initial set on any one of these, you can download that file if you have the electronic die cutting machine. So that's a really great option to use so you can get this going. On the wheel card, the interactive wheels, I believe the initial set is available there on HSN, so you can pick that up because you will need this as it has the initial, all the tools, right? Those first pieces that you need, the dies that make it work, basically. And then everything else is like an add-on set to that, so you can continue working with what you have. As you see, like the items are in here are not that base die. Ooh. They are just other fun pieces that make different things work. So I have, just because, you know, I brought this out, I'm not sure if this is one of them that is available, but again, I'll have them all linked, the ones that are available. And then, you know, the Thanksgiving and Christmas set. This one is called, let me see what this is called. I think it has to do with birthday, celebrate, congrats. And then this last one is, which is the one that I just got in, the interactive Wheel Faith Inspiration set. So I'm going to open these up, the ones I haven't opened yet, and we'll go through them right quick and then we'll make a card. But like I said, I'll include links to the ones that I have already made tutorials on, so you can get a little more info there. And maybe a little more in depth. Generally I go step by step anyway, you know me, but I will be right back. Real quick, I just talked about the Happy Mail original. Again, just to show you what this one does, you have, you know, the base. Again, you're gonna basically download this cutting file if you don't already have the initial one, and if you already picked it up, maybe you didn't sign up for the auto ship, and you can grab these other ones. And basically you need that little pull tab that goes in there, and once it's in place, you can then decorate it on the front side, holding onto this area, which is the pull tab. So once it's all dry and everything's set up, when you pull it, it opens up the little flap, right? So that's that piece that I was talking about that you decorate. And when you pull this, it opens and closes, and this one happened to be a little envelope, but again, I don't believe this initial set is there on the site right now. Oh, and another thing, sorry, I'm moving on. It depends on when you're watching this, I suppose, but HSN has brought back the $5 cart for the Craft Month wrap-up. So really nice. And I know a lot of you guys look forward to that. We all look forward to that. So enjoy that $5 cart. And you know, when I say $5, it might be $9.95 like the last time, but hopefully it's $5. Whatever it is, they're having a cart, guys. The Hello Friend auto ship is one that you can pick up now. And I did make a full tutorial on this that I can recall. So it makes this beautiful like little scallop box here, and then it has some decorations, the beautiful butterflies, banner, and all kinds of pretty things. And again, the dies that go along with that to help you decorate. So what happens is with this one, this is the flap that opens up. As you can see there. It opens up and then you have a little message there or whatever, but you've decorated this part. I think I decorated pretty much what they're showing there. At the time, I don't have it here to show you because I have sent that off. I think pretty much all the auto ships or all the cards I made for these are already gone to somebody. This is the Happy Mail treat box, and this one is so sweet. Again, treat box. So this one makes like little donuts and cute things like that. So this whole thing you can decorate a couple different ways. This is the actual flap that lifts up, again holding onto that mechanism. I mean, it just has like all these donut puns and really sweet sayings. And generally you put these on an A2 card, and that's what the initial thing would cut for you. So, you know, you're the sweetest, what I would do without you, and I think there's a lot of donut kind of do not give up and things like that. As far as the dies. And let me show you right quick. Let me see if we're on the last page because that's what I want to show you. Oh, look at the little donuts and then like little confections and sweet treats cookies that are decorated, or chocolate chip. And then when you pull the flap, the little donuts on the inside are what shows. Really sweet. Pun intended, I suppose. And then the Happy Mail flower pot is another really fun one. This one, I believe when I did it, I used the cactus. Yeah, all the different little cactuses. This one actually does come with this piece, but do not be fooled. You still need the pull tab mechanism. So even though what's cool about this plate is that it makes it so that the mechanism opens or pulls from somewhere else, where the other one, I believe it pulls from the middle kind of. And this one actually pulls from the side, a little bit lower, should I say, not the side. And then, you know, it depends on, I guess, but since this is the flower pot, you're going to use it this way. So anyway, you have your flower pot here and the top of your flower. You pull it, the flower pot opens up with the little flower on there. And I believe I used the cactuses on this one, like I said. And so this one, I love when it has a whole new plate, because then you can just have so much more ability to use it, right, in different ways. So like I said, it pulls down lower here, and then the whole thing opens up, and then you have it there. So just the flower pot opens up. If you want to attach flowers to the back of the flower pot, that's up to you. When it pulls open, you'll see that the back of the flowers would be here. And there's that. Look how cute. What a sweet one. Let me see here. Ah, okay. And then these are the two that I hadn't quite gotten to yet. They were the later iterations. I did try to take them out of the plastic, so at least you have that. Oh, and that's the other thing. I'm so sorry. They all come with dimensional foam. As far as these, because you do need a few of these on each card, so it starts you off with 2 sets of dimensional foam. It's a really nice thickness. Your cutting folder, of course, the other ones would have that same thing. And on this one we have, this one's so sweet. Again, this is welcome home. So we have a doorway, we have like the other accents for the door, you know, just peeking in to say hello, I feel at home when I'm with you, little wreath, little plants, all kinds of sweet things, a little pull tab letting you know like to pull if you want. And then all the dies that go along with that, again, for all the, oh, look at the little bow dies, oh my god, the little bird, I was gonna say flower, yeah, bird, a pumpkin, oh my gosh, this is so cute. So I hadn't gotten around to playing with this one yet, Home Sweet Home, and so I will definitely do that for you guys. But this is what the card looks like. So then when you do the pull tab, we're back to the middle set one. It pulls open the door. Oh my gosh, you guys. That is awesome. I was gonna say, let me see the door die itself. Look at that. So cool. So the background, this actually would be maybe on your card base. And then this portion, oh sorry, the frame. And then this portion you would stamp and cut with this if you want to have that extra detail. And the last one I have for this guy is the ice cream and cake pull tab. And again, cutting folder, foam adhesive, that would be in all the sets. And these are like swirls and cute things to decorate your cupcake. Look at the little lemon slice and the little eye. Oh, the face, the pull, the arrow if you want to do that, sprinkled with. Have a blank, day. I love you more than ice cream. All the little sprinkles, the best things in life are, and then all kinds of punny things. And look at the dies for this one. And again, this set, I mean, you can just put something cute like that on your card with the sentiment. You don't even need the pull tab part of it. But there's lots of different dies to work with this different ways. Oh my gosh, look at the sprinkles that cut out of here. How fun would that be just to have for like confetti or shaker material? The little cone. Oh my goodness. Oh, and here's the cupcake bottom. I was like, where's the cupcake bottom? Lemon slice. We have the word love and sweet. And again, another pull tab base. And I was gonna say, let me see why there's another base. It's because this time the pull tab will come from the top. And then anything you have in your stash, honestly, that you can attach to that pull tab, to that mechanism, this part, will work. I mean, as long as you echo it behind it, or just, put your message behind it, however you want. Anything that can stick to this thing, you're good to go. You can make it into a pull tab, So we have these examples here. So cute. And that's that one. Let me put these to the side for a minute. And then, sorry about that shadow, it's casting there, but the Tiny Notes base, again, this one is available for pickup, and it comes with your base die, the one that makes the little circle, and it has all these stencils. I think each set comes with a stencil. It helps you place your sentiments so that it's going to be in the window whenever you go to it'll be there. So not to worry on that. But basically, if you guys remember, I think I did both of them. Yeah, did I not? I feel like I made a tutorial with both of them, but the little turny, and then it turns in here, the little sentiment will turn to different ones. And the I love you one is so cute because it has like all kinds of different languages of that. And then the little hello one, this one, bonjour, ciao, ni hao. It also says hello and whatever else, but when you turn it, the messages in here change. Super cute, the little Polaroid. So that's the gist of this one, right? So it's an interactive wheel card. So that's the initial one. We have Just Because. And this one has like lots of little flowers. I don't know if I can get them out. And so within that little flower or sun, actually, you can put this in the dial, or you can put this to cover the dial. The messages within that change, right? So you have your little messages, and there's all kinds of little messages, so much. I'm trying to see. You're on my mind. They're kind of very stylized and thin, so it's hard for me to see it. A lot. I'm so happy we're friends. You are awesome. Hugs from afar. You make me smile. All kinds of sweet, like those kind of sentiments. I was just gonna say, to me, they're very sweet, like everyday sentiments, and it says Just Because. Well, yeah, they're just because. These I have not been able to put away yet because I just haven't put them away yet. So this one, yeah, I showed these in a haul, I think, and then I opened this last one just to have it ready. I just received that one more recently. But interactive wheel card. This is the birthday celebration congrats set, and so again, it's walking you through how to put it together. So what they're showing you here is the stencil for this one's actually a little bit different because of the way the opening is like an oval shape. How cute! And the other ones are kind of like rounded or square, I guess. I guess they are different in each one. This one has like an oval shape. So when you go to use your stencil, you're going to lay that down on your die cut. That's the circle die cut. And you'll stamp in here, and that's going to be correct when you put it together to make the little spinning part of it there, to turn it. And this one has a little boy and little girl. Oops. Kind of party celebration stuff. As you can see. Super cute little characters there. And here they are, a really nice size. Actually, I'll show you how big these guys are. They're like 4¼ inches tall, or, hold on, did I say that right? Yeah, almost 4. I think I said that right. That seems, hold on, 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, 4¼ inches tall, so that's a really good size. And then the words that would go in there, happy birthday, let's party, all these different hip hip hooray, again, that you would stamp in this. And then here are the dies that go along with all of that. And the little people, and then of course this new die that goes in with the initial one because of where the sentiment needs to be to make it work. So we have all that. Do not want to misplace my stencil. And then over here we have the Thanksgiving and Christmas set. Again, same kind of thing going on, but this time we have the sweet classic little truck and little pine trees, the Thanksgiving feel with the pumpkins and the leaves and things. Have a wonderful, autumn season. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Hope your Christmas is holly jolly or joy filled or whatever words you want to put in there. And that's what we have here. Merry and bright, holiday season, turkey. And hopefully you can see they're written in a way that when you go to stamp them, they're going to be curved the right way. So you're just going to do a mix and match of whatever words you want to put in there. The best ever, full of thanks, very merry. That's turn me if you want to put on this side so they know to turn it. Christmas, fun-filled, joyful. I mean, there's just fall, time of year, happy, warm, and cozy. And then those are the stamps. Again, we have the dies for pretty much all those pieces. Oh, the holly and little sprigs. I love a sprig. And here we have snowflake and the poinsettias. And again, the opening, because it's going to be a little bit different than the little banner. Little truck, so cute. So everything cuts there. Another banner. And then this is, I think this is the last one, the most recent, Faith interactive wheel card. And so this is, keep the faith, always have faith. You have the turn, beautiful little dove and flowers. And then down here we have the butterflies, prayers for you during this tough time, prayers during your recovery. Really, really sweet. Aw. Oh, look at all the different things on here. The little crosses, hexagon. Oh, we'll see that. I think it's a stamp that does that. Prayers and faith. The butterflies, sprigs. And those are all here again with the stencil, so you know where to stamp. All the different things here. Walk by, sending you, knows no fear, can move mountains, makes all things possible, have, always have, don't lose, keep the, never fails. So there's lots of ways to mix and match here. You're an answer to my, and then I guess prayers, right, to you and your family are with you during your recovery, today and always. I mean, there's just lots of things. And that big stamp. And then, of course, our die cuts here. So again, the cross is there. And this one cuts its own like lattice kind of look to it. Beautiful butterflies, really nice size. I don't know if you can tell by the size of my hand. And the word prayers and faith and things. So I'm going to get a little drink of water because I feel like I said quite a few things here. And we'll work with one of the sets today. Since I have quite a few of the Happy Mail, pull tab videos ready to go, I will include them, like I said, in the description box. I think today we'll work with one of these guys, the interactive wheel cards. So, you have a card base, and I have just a white one here, standard A2 size, 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And it says you need a rotating wheel and a paper brad, and that is going to come again from the Tiny Notes base. Let me bring this out. Rotating wheel, paper brad, take a little bracket it cuts, and then you pop that in there, so we have that. And then the base, so I'm going to bring this just like that. Again, this base will cut this little guy in. It's an inlay, and it has that square opening, but for this one we're going to use something different that comes in with it. Okay, pop this right back in here. And for this one we're going to use this inlay. Get that opened up. And let's see here. This one. And I just have this really shiny kind of blue paper, so what I'm going to do is cut that out. But we'll talk about that in a minute. So for this one, I'm just going to cut both of these from white paper. And you like to use sturdy paper, so whatever the sturdiest paper you got, that'd be great. So I'm going to run these through some sturdy white paper. And on this guy, a little tape on there from before. Oh, that was a long time ago when I used to use tape. Actually, it's not tape. It's, anyway, it doesn't matter. It's just tape. Take that off. So, so what they're showing you here is like this. So this is the top of the card and this is the bottom, but we're going to flip this over anyway. And you are going to also cut this from the top and the bottom. But for now, so before I get too far ahead of myself, I said you're going to cut from the top or the bottom. It depends on what you're doing. Like I'm going to pop this in. I kind of like the positioning they have there with it being up high, but let's say you want it to be down here and the words change here, you know, whatever it is that you want to do, but this is the guy you're going to do that with. So if you want the words to be up here and this is where the window is going to be showing, great. If you want it down here and you want your positioning here and you're going to have your character over here somewhere or whatever it is that you're going to do, then you have it changing out right there, you know, go for that. So I'm going to put it up on the top though. So again, it just depends on what you're trying to do with your card. And so let's see here. And this is some nice kind of heavyweight pearlescent paper. So I always like heavyweight paper, especially for something like this, because you're just going to have this and then the foam that's behind it, right, to pop it up. And then you're going to be rotating right here. So I just like to use a heavier weight paper. And I'm just going to stick that down. I'm going to cut this down a little bit and run it through, and I'll be right back. Okay. So I have my wheel, paper brad, and let's get this guy. And actually at the top it shows that you need a card base and then the rotating wheel and the paper brad, and I already cut those, but step 3 is to cut those. So I already have mine cut out. And there it is, the little hole that's gonna pop over there. And you have that. Okay. So that would be part 3, is to cut those pieces. And now what we're going to do is stamp these little guys. So let's grab our stencil. I'll put this to the side for a moment. And basically, if you read this, it says top window. So if you're going to use it so that you can see from the top here, you know, this will be like in there. And as you turn it, and if you turn it, so I can read the words top window real well. Actually, let me close up just a little bit. But if you flip, or down here, it's backwards. So if you flip this and you use like the bottom window, this guy down here, now this is what you're going to use, where it says bottom window. And it's telling you to put the words facing up, right? So when you come in to stamp, and I'll just grab a word because we're going to need it anyhow. So let's say we have this, let's party. And you go to stamp it, you want your words, let's party, you know, facing the right way. So as they come around, they're facing the right way. But for me, I'm going to turn it back over to where it says top window. And it doesn't matter where you place it, but I'm going to tape it just a little bit. You know, should I tape it down? I'm going to tape it down to my surface together. And just make sure we're good here. And what I'm going to do is, so it doesn't move, and that should be pretty good. The reason I'm not taping these little white areas and they're on the edges, because if you want to put in the word like turn, or the little arrow, like this little arrow, or the word turn, or maybe mix and match of both of those, you can still do that. So you don't want to cover those areas. So let me think, do I want to do my pieces different colors? That might be fun. Let me grab a few colors I would like to stamp in. I'll be right back. Grab some of my inks from Die and Press here. And I'm going to do this by hand, like just looking down here and stamping. But if you want to use a stamp positioner, you know, go for it, just in case you leave a little piece off. But luckily, when you look through a clear block like this and you're kind of pushing down, you can see when it makes contact and where it doesn't. So just take a moment to make sure you have that. And so I have let's party, and maybe I'll do the little arrows on the outside in stark, like black. So like, let's say I want to use this little arrow, and I can stamp it with this black. And I would just put that like there. Okay, and so I'm gonna go around stamping my words. Of course, when you get here, you know, you still want your words up. You're gonna stamp it here. When you get here, it's gonna be upside down, but the initial, you know, is letting you know that this should be facing this way. But yeah, I'm gonna continue stamping, and I'll be back. Super quick. Probably should have taken a moment to wash my hands, but that's okay. I just did a color mix and match of the blue, reds, and then I popped a little green on there. So you can see as this goes through around here, you're turning, you're turning, you're turning, and here comes your little words. So cute. Okay. Oh, we're going to move right on. So on this one, what we're going to do is, so there's a nice side, you know, where the die came in, and then the rough cut side. It's going to be on the back of the card, so it doesn't really matter, but I think what I'm going to do is, let me see if it's going to roll around here. I'm going to put it so that the nice side is facing this, you know what I'm saying? So you're going to want to pop up your brads, and I'm popping them from the rough cut side to the front, but either way you're just popping them up to the front, whatever you consider the front to be, okay? And we're going to put glue all over this, and we don't want to glue down those tabs, but we're going to put glue all over this little guy to hold that down. And we're going to turn our card over and place this there. Now there's not really a guide there for that, but basically, you know, that curve where it's really nice, if you have it off, it's not going to be as nice, right? So you have it placed right there. And I'm going to wait a good little amount of time because this is a wet adhesive. It takes a little time to set up. Not just to grab, because obviously it grabs, but to say set up. I'll be right back. I'm going to wash my hands in the meantime. This is basically it, because after this, all you're going to do is decorate. So I'm going to take that, take this guy facing down, of course, because you want it to show through the holes, and you're just going to put your little paper brads in, and I'm not sure if I should collect them as tight as I can, I suppose. There it goes, and this last one. One's already almost there. Okay, and that holds down. So that is it. And then you put this on your card front, and of course you decorate it up. So it does show here to put glue all over and stick this down, and what I recall is that it makes it a little bit snug. You know, I'm going to cut a little background, I think. I'm going to cut another piece to mat this just because I want a little pop of color in the back. So I'm going to cut a piece of dark blue paper, and oh, you know what, no, let's do a mossy green. I think that'll be fun. And I'm going to cut it to 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. Okay, I'll be right back. Let me glue this down. So what I was mentioning is that it keeps it very snug if you just go from there to your paper, and if you want to do that, go for it. It works just fine. It's just a little more snug, right, when you go to turn your wheel. So what I'm going to do, excuse me, so what I'm going to do here is apply this. I just realized I cut it a little too wide still, so I went to trim that down with glue on the back of it, which isn't great, but that's okay. So that's a little background piece. I'm going to line this out with some very low profile foam tape. So, you know, I have like these little dots that are pretty low profile. I think this liner tape is pretty low. Just to give it a little height so you can turn the little turny thing a little more easily. So I think what I'll do is, if these are the same, yeah, pretty much, I'm just going to line this out really well. Here to here. And all around, just up to here, you know, avoiding the circle here, and then some up here, and I'll be right back. So I took the little carriers off of that, but I just framed out here and just a little bit here and here. Again, it's kind of low profile, and so when it's down, you can turn this much easier. You could decorate the whole front before you do any of this. I'm just going to go ahead and pop it on here, and then we'll decorate it afterwards. I'm just trying to see where I'm at. Am I pretty centered? Not too bad. Well, that wasn't great. Hold on, a little more this way. Okay. So now I'll squish that down. And now this is very free-flowing. If you want to just glue it down like they're showing, put glue all in the corners, all down the bottom, and stick it on. And it's just, a, you know, it's going to be closer. Obviously, it's right, paper on paper. But I prefer this way, so it's just a little bit higher up. It has a little more free-flowing movement. And so what I'm going to do is take some marker paper, and I mean paper that I use for, you know, alcoholic markers, and I'm going to stamp out the little boy. This part that's going to cover, well, for right now, let's just get those pieces, but for this guy, I'm going to use like this one, and I think I'm going to cut it out in some gold paper so it really pops, and that's what's going to frame around here. We have our little guy, and maybe some of the other items, whatever it is that I want to go with him, and I will be right back. all stamped out. I think they're ready to go. You just want to make sure it's all dry before you start to use your alcohol ink markers. And I'm just going to color them in, you know, with alcohol ink markers. I didn't grab any of them, so I have a few sitting next to me, but sorry, just take a moment to grab some alcohol ink markers. And you know, we have balloons. I mean, there's lots of different things we can do on there. I think what I'm going to do is use the balloon strings to look like confetti and have that in the background. I don't know. Let's see here. So I'm just going to put this down. Sorry about the shadow being cast over there. And just, you know, color them in like I color anything. So a lot of time with the skin tones from the Mega marker. Sorry, I was trying to pick out the colors I like. So I like to do neutral light and neutral medium. And so yeah, so let me know in the comments what you're picking up or what you've seen this time around that you like. I think again with Die Press they're bringing like they're gonna re-demo some of the items from earlier in the month, and then these guys, and what I've seen from, well, just all kinds of things. And then LDRS has that cute mini slimline set. I already picked mine up probably by the time you see this. So I'll have the links for all the different things that I'm picking up too in the description box. But light and medium. And so here we go. So I do with the neutral, I guess that's what it's called. I'll come in with the light and maybe leave a little bit of in the center open just for the next time. It'll look a little shinier there. And then I'll bring in the medium. And I sometimes I'll use the darkest one, but I like the way these two colors go together mostly. And then I'll blend that back through. So I'll start in that area and bring it back through. In the darker area, should I say, and then bring it back through. And you just have a little bit of shading just because you left that center light. And if you want to give him some little pink cheeks or something, rosy cheeks, you can definitely do that. Ears, you know, his shirt, I think I'm going to do a yellow shirt with like a green stripe. And I only grab, oh no, I did grab all of them, but I'll do grass light. Again, kind of leave it open in the center for now. And I'll take the medium, just on the very, what's going to be like a shadow basically. And then some people just leave a whole white light like that so it looks really shiny. I don't know if this shirt's going to be super shiny. What I did that for is just so that it would look rounded kind of in that area. And then I'll take the yellow, which is sunflower light and sunflower medium. It's kind of like a, I don't know, yellowy brown color. I might do the collard green too, we'll see. So I'll take this and maybe do this whole portion. And I'll do the bottom portion on its own. That's the light. Then I'll take medium. Again, you guys, I just do a little something. I'm not trying to recreate the Mona Lisa or anything here. Just do a little bit, and then I'll bring it all back out. And I'm going to leave that middle section light because I forgot to leave a white opening. So since I forgot to leave that white, I'm just not going to go over that middle section. Does that make sense? Okay, so again with this one, just leaving that middle open so it looks like a little rounded or there. Take the medium. And if you don't want to do harsh lines, you can squiggle, you can do circles. Like a lot of times I just do like a straight line, which is harder to blend out, but if you want to do a little squiggle, you can definitely do that. And there's that. Okay, and I'll just keep going, you know, jeans, his little hair, and then the gifts, and I'll just color them in just like you see what I do, light, medium, maybe light, medium, dark, but usually I go light, dark, medium, then blend it back through with light again. But I'll be back. so fun coloring the little guy in. Let's see here. So we're gonna take this die. I was like, oh, there's already a die missing. It's from when we made the aperture. Yeah, for the other guy. Now, sometimes I like to go around with like a blue pen and just outline whatever it is I'm gonna die cut, just to soften that harsh edge. But I think I'm gonna leave it for now. And actually, we do have a blue background that would look really nice. But I'm gonna cut that guy out and the little gifts. And then we'll see what that looks like and if we need to add anything else. And then again, I'm going to cut this out of some gold paper. And I'll be right back. Alright, let's see what we got here. So cute. Okay, so we have these pieces. And then we can bring our card base back and see what else we want to add. Like I said, I was thinking about doing I thought it was confetti to begin with, but then I realized it's the strings for the balloons. I think it'd be cute. So let's see here. Oh, and then I said I was going to cut a little gold piece, didn't I? I'm going to clean up a little bit of his coloring because I did go out of the lines a little bit here and there. I like this one better than I like the other one. I can put that one in front, this one in the background. We have our little guy. Let me cut that guy out real quick and I'll be right back. So let's get this, and I'm for sure going to glue that down. And let's see here. I guess what I can do in the meantime, like I said, I was going to cut up. Let's leave that there. Got a little glue out here. I'm putting my nail there just to grab that. We'll have him here, or something like that. And then we need to actually say happy birthday out here, right? So we have some stamps we can do that with. The little banner. Oh, so cute. Okay, so let me see about these guys. So what I'm going to do is stamp happy birthday. I'm trying to think what color paper I want to use. I guess white's going to be okay. We didn't really use white. So we can stamp this and the sentiment and everything else. So let me see. What I'm going to do is stamp this banner on some white paper with green ink, and then I'll stamp the sentiment with blue ink. I think that'll be cute. I probably should use a stamp positioner, but here we are. As I say, cute. Put it to the side, and then I think happy birthday fits in there, right? Yeah. Ooh, I'm going to use a stamp position for that. So I'm going to stamp position that with some blue ink, and I'll be right back. I think I would have destroyed that if I didn't use a stamp positioner. Let's. So cute. I'm going to do it one more time just because I want it a little bit darker. But look how thin that line is on the happy birthday. Oh my gosh. Adorable. Okay, and then I'm going to cut it out, of course, from this die. And I think what I'm going to do is make an aperture for that just so I can cut it right on. So you just take a scrap of paper, put some tape to make an aperture. It's like a guiding window, whatever you want to call it. Aperture like this. And place this here. We're going to run that through. When it runs through, it's just going to get rid of this piece, right? So we're going to open it up, get rid of that piece that cuts. And then you're going to take the whole thing and look through and place it where you want it, because remember that's cut away. And then you lay this back down, tape it down, run it through, and you have a perfect placement. Okay. And I have this little guy. Hey, not bad, not bad. I didn't notice it was shifting when I went to push through. I was like, no, but we got it. It's okay. Yeah, something like that. And then again, just to add a little something more in the background, I think what I'm going to do is run these dies through a bunch of different, this one, I think there's two of them, and this one. Now, there are, what's the word, stamps for this, but I think I'm just going to run it through. Actually, no, I better not. If I was thinking about that earlier, I would have just put the little streamers and not put put it all together yet. You know what I'm saying? You can stamp the streamers right on there. I'm going to cut some out and see what it looks like, and maybe we'll use them, maybe we won't. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay. So, cute. I just ran that through a few different colors. I think that's going to be really cute. So all I'm going to do is just glue these here and there. You know, whatever makes sense. Aww. These are so cute. Maybe do that one a little bit differently. And maybe if I have to trim some off, I can do that too. Let's see here. I have green over there, red over there, blue there. Maybe I need to put this blue one. Anyway, we'll see where I want to place those, because if these little guys are here, they're how cute. Something like that. So I'm just going to glue these down. Just take a moment, pick it up, pop it down. Again, it's supposed to be confetti, it doesn't really matter, or streamers. So however I stick them down, but I'll be right back. This one, all I did was I clipped it first. I clipped a little off and I put it right on the edge so it looks like it's coming from way out. We'll put this little guy down. Again, dimensionals, whatever you like to use. For now, I'm just going to put him right there. How cute. Oh, and the hair, I used chocolate, the color chocolate, the brown ink from the Mega Marker kit. And yeah, just went light, 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 and you saw how I did it, and it came out really nice because it has like lines in there and everything. So I'm gonna put this back here because I did not do a great job on that one. The ribbon was so thin, like, you know, the blue was getting in there, so I went with the red. It started making purple, so I was like, you know what, if it's gonna be purple, I'll just use purple. So I used violet to go over the red, and you can barely see it. So I was just kind of playing with that and went with it. Went with it. Just need to tuck behind his little arm. Maybe. And then I'm going to pop up the happy birthday part, so that's why I'm just kind of doing whatever here. That is so cute. Now you guys know the first part took like, you know, seconds, but however much, you know, it's your day. Yay. Let's party. Happy birthday. How cute. Oh my gosh. So again, you know, you can put your banner wherever you like to put it, but, you know, I placed him there, so I'm gonna put it right here, and it'll strategically cover up that little coloring I did there. I guess I'll use these guys. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll have some pictures coming up. I'll have the links in the description box. I'll try to link all the videos from previous that I had done on the other sets. And yeah, I hope you have a great craft day. You know, we love that craft cart, and hopefully they continue doing that, because that is important. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Look how sweet. Oh my gosh. I'll see you guys at the next one. Bye now.